Hey everybody, welcome back to Geek Out in Old Town Burleson, Texas. As always, I'm your favorite bearded hero, Charles, and we are here to go over Tuesday Night Treasures. So we've got good news and bad news. There was a shipping issue with DC with Lunar, some UPS shenanigans. So our Lunar stuff, our DC comics are a little delayed. That's why we didn't do Monday Night Madness last night. And to put the cherry on top, one of the boxes from Diamond was also delayed in shipping. Diamond has two separate places they distribute from, two separate warehouses, and the good news is we did get our shipment from our warehouse, our collectible warehouse, but the comic warehouse was delayed for some reason that they were non-descriptive in an email today for. So we do have Marvel comics to go over, but we don't have any DC or any independent comics to go over just yet. There's like a random 2 independent comics in the stack. So, but we do have some trade paperbacks. We do have some manga. We do have some collectibles this week, and they are some pretty darn cool collectibles. So we'll get right to it, and we'll go over. And so first and foremost, somebody messed with my alphabetizing, so it's a little bit wacky on the alpha. You know I like my alphabetizing. Oh, and I wanted to tell you, so if you see this, my cool little name tag, our lovely Miss Chris made the team name tags. So thank you very much, Chris, for making us name tags. So now, if we're not wearing a cool Geek Out t-shirt and you don't know if we work here, we got cool little name tags. And everybody's name, she was so awesome that she custom did everybody a little logo for them. Ryan has a little Godzilla, and Kayla has a little Pokemon. So everybody has their own little symbol, which is really cool there. So we appreciate Chris for making those for the team. So comics, yay! Eternals number 12. Got some cool Thanos action going on in the cover. Next, these Black, White, and Blood books are pretty darn cool. You got Elektra number 4 with that Peach Momoko cover. Super pretty, super cool. Spider Family, Silk number 5. Can't be a Marvel week if we don't have a Star Wars book. Dr. Aphra, this is number 20 for Dr. Aphra. We are still in that Crimson Reign story arc. You know, with all the books that come out from Star Wars every week, I don't even want to know how many books are going to be in this Crimson Reign because we've been Crimson Reigning for a while. All right, New Mutants 25. Next is a second printing of Hulk number 5. Very cool, bunch of fine Spider-Man in his face. Next, Marvel Voices Identity number 1. These Marvel Voices are pretty cool little anthologies. Next month we'll get a Pride anthology also. The all new, all different Savage Avengers number 1. So we've got Conan leading the Savage Avengers, which I think he's been the only constant. I think it's Deathlock. A very unique, Hulk with what we call, honestly, you got Elektra, Daredevil, Black Knight, Anti-Venom. I forget his name. Really cool new lineup team. Hi, Michelle. Long time no see, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. Next, you got Solo and Chewbacca, issue 2. I don't think it's time for Han to shoot Greedo yet. Next, we got some Venom Lethal Protector number 2. That was pretty cool. This one's kind of fun. You have more of an old school style comic feel to it, so it's a lot more fun than all dark, serious tone that normal Venom has right now. Wolverine 21. Some Wolverine Deadpool action on the cover there. Wolverine 21. Next, sticking with Wolverine, we got Wolverine patch number 2. Dude, patch number 1, issue 1, sold out like so incredibly fast. Some good stuff, some alternate Wolverine action there. And you got a variant cover for patch as well. Volume 2. Yeah, issue 2. issue 1, like, I think we open at 10 on Wednesdays. I think I was sold out by noon, if even that late. X-Force 28. So more X books. This is I think they're calling these postcard variants of that X-Force book. Greetings from the Savage Land. Got some dinosaurs. All right. Some more X. Immortal X-Men issue 2. This one actually has been very unique inside. Basically, it's from the point of view of Mr. Sinister. Chandler's been telling me I need to read this. I don't do a lot of the X books because there's so many of them. But Chandler tells me to read something. I normally read it. So I need to catch up with that one. That one is apparently the best X book that's going right now. But that doesn't detract from X-Men Red, issue 2 as well. And our final Marvel book for the day, Thor 25. This is part of the Banner of War, the Hulk versus Thor storyline. So you got Thor number 25. 24 was a big issue, was an important issue, big pivotal things. So now we got 25 moving into that Banner War. And our one independent book of the week that we have so far this week, The Wrong Earth Purple from Ahoy Comics. I'll be honest, don't know. Looks kind of cool. I like the color purple. Might be worth giving a check. And it is issue 1. So, it's a one-shot. So Wrong Earth is kind of this Ahoy Comics like alternate universe kind of thing. So, which I guess to us, everything Ahoy Comics is alternate because unfortunately don't read a lot of Ahoy Comics. They've had some pretty good stuff in the past. Next, we got trade paperbacks. So you got Firefly, River Run, nice hardback from Boom Comics, or Boom Studios. Boom Studios, my favorite label right now. Next, you got Dynamite Volume 1. You got all your popular, basically Marvel Zombies, but Dynamite characters. So that's probably the easiest way to. So if you like zombie stuff and you like your Dynamite's always really well known for your super hot characters. You got there. Speaking of Dynamite and their hot characters, Red Sonja, Age of Chaos. Got her going against Purgatory there. So cool stuff. That's a Dynamite Chaos crossover story arc. That's issues 1 through 6. If you like your Rick and Morty, Rick's New Hat trade paperback. So more Rick and Morty goodness. Next, this one's a good one. The introduction of that Queen Goblin, Amazing Spider-Man. It's going to be Volume 4, Spider-Man Beyond. This is, I believe, wrapping up. Yeah, so this wrapped up the previous Amazing Spider-Man story arc or run, whereas the new number 1 just kicked off a couple of weeks ago. Next, really cool limited series, Captain America, Iron Man, the Armor and the Shield. All these cool things. One of the coolest things about this is all of the covers were Alex Ross masterpieces. So if you like Cap and you like Tony, then if you like Steve and Tony, that's a great one there for you. Next, we got one of my favorites and my wife's absolute favorite is another edition of Neil Gaiman's The Sandman. So this is book 4 in this big old anthology. I think this might be the final book in this set, in Neil Gaiman's at least. If it's not, then we might have one more, but we couldn't possibly have any. But Neil Gaiman's The Sandman, absolutely beautiful stories. Wonderfully unique, beautiful artwork. You can't beat anything, but if it's done by Neil Gaiman, it's not bad. Speaking of bad, My Bad by Ahoy Comics. My Bad, important new superhero spoof book. So Ahoy Comics does a lot of spoof stuff of things that we're familiar with. So cool stuff. Now we got graphic novel for young adults, Galaxy, the Prettiest Star by DC. It takes strength to live as your true self, and one alien princess disguised as a human boy is about to test her power. So really cool stuff. It does have that Pride DC logo, so you're going to see some pretty cool storytelling in that. People learning to be their true self and accept themselves for it. So great stuff. And for trade paperbacks, last but not least, this was my number one pick. The absolute. This was my favorite book that came out last year, and has actually gotten me reading everything this author has, and most of her stuff can't be put down. And I'm really excited we finally got the trade paperback in, so I can go back and read it again. Eat the Rich by Sarah Gailey. She is mine and a lot of us up here at Geek Out's favorite new writer. She also just took over she just started a Vampire Slayer book. So she is so she's now part of the Boom family, the Boom Vampire Slayer family also. So Sarah Gailey, Eat the Rich. This is literally one of the best books that came out last year, especially if you like horror, if you like big twists, if you like anything like that. You're going to love Eat the Rich by Sarah Gailey. Easily my favorite book of last year. And if you read it, it's probably going to be on your top 5, hands down, without a doubt. But so that's all our trade paperbacks. We do have one book this week, and it's kind of goofy. We're starting to get a lot more of these little golden books. Minions, The Rise of Gru. So it's kind of cool, little golden books for a long time. Just kind of did the Pokey Little Puppy and the Shy Little Kitten and all those books we all grew up on. But now they've done a lot more licensing stuff, so they're getting a lot. And like back in the day, you used to get like to Sesame Street, stuff like that. But now, like, there's Star Wars little golden books, Marvel little golden books, DC little golden books. So lots of. Do I have a recommendation for a 12-year-old who likes horror but not blood? Even cartoon blood makes her queasy. I would honestly say that something along the lines of like Buffy the Vampire Slayer is always a good introduction to horror. There are a series, they're not necessarily comic books, but there's a series of Five Nights at Freddy's novels that can get you some jump scares with no gore in them. Sorry, we're doing some thinking. No, that one's pretty gory. Tell you what, Melody, what we can do is, if you would like, as soon as the show is over, if you want to give the store a call, I can go over to my trade paperback wall and we can go over some suggestions. Or I will be here from 10 to 5 tomorrow. And if you want to come in, and whenever I'm done, my man Chandler is in some areas of comics, knows more than I do. So if you want to do either of those things or come in, I'll tell you that both me and Chandler are off on Thursdays. I don't know how that worked, but Thursdays and Sundays, you're not going to find me here, but almost any other day, I'd be more than happy to go over. We can pick some stuff out for you. Oh, they do have Five Nights at Freddy's graphic novels. Yeah, haven't really gone through. I don't know who publishes them. Like I said, I know there's a huge series of books, and they're actually pretty good lore. One of my friends is really into them, and she's told me a lot about them. So, if she likes reading, that gives you. But like I said, there's 2 graphic novels, so there's not a whole lot there. So I appreciate that, Michelle. Thanks for the assist. But yeah, if you want to give us a call at the store or you want to come in, we can definitely find you some stuff for your kiddo, Melody. The problem is horror is starting to get really hot in comics right now. So there's a lot, but a lot of it is very gory. So you got to look for more psychological stuff. But there is some stuff. Joe Hill is doing a series he's basically producing a series for DC called Hill House Comics. And they did 5 books during 2020-ish. 4 of them are very gory. One of them is more psychological, so that might be up the alley. We can definitely look into that for you, and we'll do our best to help you out. And yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's being over Five Nights at Freddy's is completely normal at this point. There was lots of overkill of Five Nights at Freddy's. It's one of the reasons why I sometimes cringe whenever I recommend that, is because whenever it first came out, it boomed so hard and there was so much stuff and it was just all over the place, and every 4-year-old to 14-year-old was obsessed with it, and that was all that you heard about. But like I said, we'll find you stuff. Off the top of my head, Buffy's going to be probably your best suggestion. It's not really gory. Of course, Angel also. And that has horror elements, but not really horror. But we're going to finish this up. And then, like I said, as soon as the video is over, I'll be around the store for about another 5 minutes. So if you want to give me a call, I can go to the trade paperback wall and we can maybe talk about a few things. If you don't want to do that this late at night, Melody, I'll be here 10 a.m. tomorrow. So manga's next. Classroom of the Elites. This is volume 2. So cool. Next is My Next Life as a Villainous Side Story, Girls Patch. And so you got short stories by several authors in the same universe of My Next Life as a Villainous. So if you're into that series, then there you go. All right, and the last of the manga. This is kind of cool. I watched the first episode of this anime, and it's really good. And I may have to pick this up because manga, anime, same thing. Cells at Work box set. It's super weird. The cells in your body are represented by people, and it's super cute, and it's really different and odd and kind of a unique thing. Think like Osmosis Jones from back in the day. Some Cthulhu sequence stuff. Yeah, there is some eldritch horror kind of stuff that she may be into. A lot of Lovecraft eldritch horror kind of stuff is, we'll say, very dated. So that if you find some eldritch horror that is not necessarily Lovecraftian, a lot of that's not super gory, but it is very, very solid horror stuff. But yeah, Lovecraft, as much as I do enjoy Lovecraft stories, it is very dated. So I would probably not quite yet introduce a kid to actual Lovecraft, but Lovecraftian style, really cool. So that's all of the what we like to call print media. Next, cool toys and stuff. So got some action figures. We just got the McFarlane series, DC Multiverse Endless Winter series. So you've got Wonder Woman, and they have this really cool Build-A-Figure in this line, the Frost King, and he's really cool looking. He looks like an icy Lobo, but he's cool nonetheless. If you just look at the body piece. So you got Wonder Woman, comes with the body. You've got John Stewart, the best Green Lantern. Used to be Marine. Some swords and the Frost Giants, or the Frost King's head and cape. You got Batsman with the arms and sword of the Frost King. And you've got Black Adam, who has the legs and some frosty hand stuff for him. So that whole set, you build a Frost King. Some cool stuff. Next, we have Skeletor. Either Skeletor, which I don't care how you feel about. I don't care how you felt about the series. Hearing Mark Hamill as Skeletor was a lot of fun. There are very much mixed opinions about that and mixed feelings. I thought it was solid. It was fun. This one, packaging doesn't do it justice, but it is a guys. This line. amazing Yamaguchi, I'm sorry, Arcan Knight. So he's got some super high detail, like superposable, got multiple weapons. You can change out the chest piece. So really cool, multiple heads. So really cool action figure. Next one, this is pretty cool. They also do these really cool samurai style Tamashii Nations. It does really cool samurai style Star Wars figures, and they do Marvel also. And it's been a minute since we've seen a good one, but this one is Mando and the Child, or Grogu. We'll gently remove that plastic piece and just show you how ridiculously cool he is. So Mando in samurai armor, very awesome. He's got all sorts of little pouches for all of his weaponry. He has a gun, a jetpack, one of his incinerator, and instead of the dark saber, he has a little katana. Now, what entertains me the most is there's a little cart, because you got the little hover pot, but it goes in a little cart, so he can push it because it's Imperial Japan, so it's not like he's gonna have a hover car. And then you've got little Grogu sits in a little hover pot, and he's got a little knot top, cute little belt. So super high detail. There's multiple weapons, multiple accessories, multiple hands, so he can hold all the different weapons, multiple poses. I mean, he has super joints all over the place, so you can literally put him in just about any pose you want to. But super cool Ronin Mando with Grogu. All right. Next. Dang it. Where's his box? Sanji from One Piece. Got a little cigarette in his mouth. Wow. With a really cool purple suit. That's a nice suit. I'd wear that suit. Nami. Speaking of having some samurai Ronin armor on, she's got a little armor chest plate. Is my mic popping again? Hopefully we're almost done. And so hopefully it can hang in for just a couple more minutes. Next, the patron saint of creativity, Mr. Stan Lee, with his Excelsior bubble. There's a little, yikes, a little spider, and just POW entertainment. So really cool Stan Lee little figure. Got a little typewriter and books all around him. Next, we got some pop figures. If you're a Yugi fan, you got a Yami. If you're a My Hero fan, Sir Night-Eye. Super cool character. And if you're a DC fan, we got these really cool White Lantern Wonder Womans. So what I find funny is a lot of pop figures will be limited exclusives. So this one was obviously a limited exclusive to Entertainment Earth. So whenever Funko redistributed them, they just left the stickers on. So this is how we got it, straight from the distributor. It's kind of funny. Last but not least, I got two more figures, and they're super cool. I waited for last because they're so darn cool. Now, this line, if you know me, I love My Hero. My Hero is awesome. It is one of the best anime that's been made in a long time. And it is one of the most popular anime that's been made in a long time. So you've got this really cool, super awesome, like probably 13-inch Endeavor, who is the new #1 hero. If you have seen the most recent seasons, and this is from the new movie, The World Heroes Mission. So he has that battle damage that he got in last season. All lit up and awesome with his new suit, new hero trash tap, but he looks great. Yes. Never winning any World's Greatest Father awards, but he is a super cool figure. And so you got him. And a few weeks ago, we did get his son, Todoroki, in stock. So this series all was supposed to come out in March, but oddly, it's getting distributed in kind of staggered. We got Todoroki a couple of weeks ago, whenever, like shortly after it was supposed to come out. We got Mr. Endeavor today, and while he's not my favorite hero, he is a lot of people's favorite hero. Got a really cool Deku. So what's cool about this Deku, Kazuki Midoriya. So he's a very cool. So this series is all to scale. So really cool. You got Midoriya right there, and you've got Endeavor, and we do have Todoroki already in the case available. But what's cool about this Midoriya is you can also change into his. He doesn't really wear his helmet very often, which is really bad for hiding his identity. But you can switch out for his alternate head, which is pretty darn cool. And with that, yep, I'm done. That's all I got. Yes, so Bakugo was also supposed to come out, and he is coming out. He's supposed to ship. He's shipping next month, according to what my distributor says. But just so you can see kind of the way they have these, this is the side image for the box for Mr. Endeavor. That is that's what the lineup looks like. So pretty darn cool. They're all to scale. That's actually like scaled picture of what they look like, is of how the setup is. So they're all on the same scale. They look very cool as a trio or a quartet together. So they need to distribute that movie in the United States already. If you didn't get to go see it in the theater, which I was too busy to go see it in the theater, it's been on DVD for like 2 months in Japan. I don't speak Japanese. You can't get it in North America yet. It's not even streaming anywhere yet. So it needs to be now. Anyway, we're gonna go beat down Funimation's doors. Give us Dub already. Yeah, My Hero is one of the ones that I really love. Dub, because I love Chris Sabat. He's awesome. Justin Briner is fine too, but yeah, Chris Sabat. Anywho, that's pretty much all we got. That's all the cool new stuff we got for sale tomorrow. Like I said, we should have Independence in. There are some good Independence coming tomorrow, but I don't think I'll be able to make a video for it. So we'll have those new Independents available for you tomorrow evening. UPS normally gets here around 2. My shipping says it should be here tomorrow, so it'll probably take me about 2 hours to process those and get them out available. So if you have pull boxes for independent titles, unfortunately, they won't be ready tomorrow morning whenever we open. Only Marvel will be. We are still waiting on we should get the DC stuff maybe the end of this week, maybe the beginning of next week. But we will get everybody taken care of and caught up as best we can with the unfortunate situation on the shipping. Oddly, they both chose the same week to screw up, which is abnormal. So I'm very sorry. I am doing everything I can to make sure that it's taken care of. Yeah. As always, we have Friday Night Magic Friday at 7 p.m. $5 buy-in, and you get cool stuff for playing and winning. And we've actually gotten a growing Pioneer community, which is pretty cool too. And on Saturday we have our Yu-Gi-Oh tournament at 6:30. Yeah, 6:30. Now I will say this: with the Yu-Gi-Oh tournament this weekend, normally we do a box or a mat tournament. We do mat tournaments once a month. We do box tournaments every other week, every week other than mat tournament weeks. Unfortunately, or no, not unfortunately, fortunately, which is cool for the Yu-Gi-Oh fans, this weekend is the regional tournament in Fort Worth, and the vast majority of my players have told me that they are going to do that they're going to be at that tournament instead of our weekly tournament, which pretty much every store in the area is expecting that. So this week we're going to do a store credit tournament instead of a box tournament or a mat tournament. So, and the store credit will be based on how many people actually come in and play and show up. So, we're not expecting a big crowd this week, but the following week we'll go right back to doing our box tournaments, and then the following week after that, I think, is going to be a mat tournament. So, this weekend, a little bit different for the Yu-Gi-Oh, but we'll be here for you. And if you want to play Yu-Gi-Oh, we'll be here and we'll do it. I think that's everything that we've got going on in the immediate future. We are okay. One more thing. Our HeroClix drafts are every Tuesday night at 6:30 is whenever we sign everything up and set everything up, and typically we start playing around 7. 6:30 is whenever we kind of try to start. I will tell you that in August, we have not set an official date yet, but we will be doing it in August. And we are going to do a store tournament. That store tournament will not be a draft tournament, but it will be bring your stuff, build your team, and see who wins. Now, here's the stipulation. In order to make sure that it is a local play group and not just somebody coming in to just smash everybody that we've never seen before, you have to play in at least 50% of the weekly drafts between now and August to be able to qualify to play in the store tournament. So that way it keeps us from having, we have some great HeroClix players in the area. It keeps the people we have a relatively young HeroClix group that plays here, and everybody's kind of casual and just has fun. And doing that keeps us from having some of these great semi-professional level players come in and just smash the people who are just now learning how to play, because that's no fun for anybody. So HeroClix Store Championship will be in August, and if you want to play in it, you got to participate between now and then. Otherwise, you're not going to qualify for it. Also, so this is big news. There's a My Hero Academia card game, which is kind of fun, kind of cool deck build, like trading card game. We are now officially a tournament store for there. So starting in June, we will have My Hero Academia card game days. We will add that to our stack of all the other stuff that we do, because we're always growing and always adding fun stuff to do. So keep an eye out for that. And if you like your My Hero Academia, then we will have a My Hero Academia card game coming tournaments on a regular basis coming soon. With that, I'm pretty sure that's all I have to ramble about. We did just recently put a lot of stuff on. We did recently just a yellow tag clearance, a handful of stuff in the store. So if you haven't been in lately, or even if you have been in lately, come by and check out some stuff, because some stuff might be on clearance that wasn't on clearance the other day, and you're like, if it was just a couple of bucks cheaper, I would pick it up. Well, guess what? A lot of stuff is just a couple bucks cheaper now, and some of it's like 50% off. So come in, check out, see what we got on sale. Yeah, me and Gerhard spent like an hour going through the store and going like, put that on sale. Put that on sale. So I'm gonna see us. That's everything I have for you. Not too terribly long. Pretty fun. I enjoyed talking to you. Thanks for spending your evenings with me. And y'all have a wonderful evening. I look forward to seeing all of you soon.